Artists, we just learned about printmaking and different types of printmaking. We are going to be creating a Collagraph print. Now, if you remember back to the PowerPoint when we talked about the additive and subtractive methods, collagraphs are created with the additive method. So what we're going to do is we're going to use cardboard and glue to create our printing plate. So this is the printing plate. It's called a plate because it's flat, not because we eat off of it though. And on top of that, I've added shallow layers, very thin layers, to create my robot. If we were in school, if we had ink, we would roll the ink on top and press and rub it onto our paper. But since we're being resourceful at home, we're going to be using cardboard, copy paper, and crayons to create our image. So normally when you print an image, it reverses. But ours will not. So however you create your robot or any kind of image, if you'd like to change it up, you're going to see exactly that as you copy it onto your paper. So these were both done with crayon. This one I did by holding the crayon at an angle and using the tip. And this one I created by using a crayon without paper and doing a rubbing. This is typically how an artist would test their print before inking it. So if I were to carve a block or create a collagraph like this one, I would test my image by doing a crayon rubbing to see if I like everything the way it is, or if I need to add or subtract something else. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with our sketch. So what I want you to do for next week is to collect a piece of cardboard. It can be a cereal box, it can be a tissue box, a shoe box, any kind of cardboard. You really want it to be thin though, because that's going to be easier to cut. We're also going to be talking about geometric shapes. Geometric shapes are your math shapes. So things like triangles, rectangles, and squares, rhombus, trapezoid, parallelogram, circles, and ovals. Those are also going to be things that are going to be easy to cut out of the cardboard. So you really don't need a whole lot of cardboard. One side of a cereal box will do. So that's what I have here, and I've cut it into two smaller pieces. And we're going to use these next class. Today what I want you to do is to brainstorm or sketch out your idea. So think about what you want your robot to do. Maybe you want your robot to help you with homework or chores or walk the dog. So you got to think about how that robot's going to accomplish those tasks. So we're going to start with our body shape. And I'm just going to do a rectangle. And then I'm going to look at my shapes over here and say, oh, well, you know what? I want a trapezoid for the head. And I can draw a trapezoid. I want to have some arms coming up like this, made out of squares, and little triangle fingers to help grab. Maybe it has pointy hair on top. Maybe it has 3 arms or 4 arms. It's really up to you. But I want you to sketch your idea first. Then next time, we will use these sketches. Now I know this isn't a geometric shape. I'm just making this up. It's got some wheels going on here. We're going to use these sketches to transfer our image onto our cardboard. So I'm going to add some buttons on here, or bolts I guess they would be. You've got to have a mouth and a face so you can communicate in some way. Okay, so then we're going to use these images. You can make more than one sketch, and I'd love to see them put up on our Flipgrid. If you go to the site, there's a special section just for 3rd graders. So you can show me your sketches and make sure that you have your cardboard for next time. We'll use that next class. Okay, I can't wait to see your ideas, guys. Bye.